HPM Boyz. My role in the group, I'm just another artist, I guess, another rapper. I love, well, as you can tell by our last 3 songs, I like to get involved in the hooks and that. And yeah.
My name's YJ. Raised up in Hampton Park. Just another rapper from the gutter, trying to make it out.
HP on it. Born and raised in Hampton Park as well, and my role in the group is coach.
Stories.
You're not.
You're not.
Okay, so how do you guys all know each other?
Me and YJ are first cousins, so yeah.
And
And then we met.
I've just known them for a long time, so it's like part of the family, kind of.
We always,
family friends.
Yeah.
always get together
Yeah.
with the
We
boys
always
every
get
weekend.
together, hang out, and I guess the passion for music or the rapping kind of got us together. So yeah.
You guys are from HP Hampton Park. So do you mind just telling me what were some of your experiences growing up in Hampton Park, and did any of those experiences influence your music or what you guys rap about?
Yeah, I grew up in another suburb called Dandenong, if anyone knows, from the area. But because I had kids when I was young, so I moved out of home and that young. So the first house I ever moved out to was in Hampton Park when I was 21. I had 2 kids with me, and so I kind of knew these guys from the area and that, and growing up in school and that. But when I moved to Hampton Park, it's kind of how seen them every single day. They just became another family. They helped me out a little bit, just being away from home in the new suburb, and these guys showed love. So that's my relationship with Hampton Park.
Just HP's got our family near each other. I remember back when we were baby days, I used to live down the road, go over his house sometime, and next door my other cousin, and around the corner, they're everywhere, just always getting together, because that's what we love doing, just being teenagers, going, meet up, link up, we always used to kick it with each other, so we keep it as a family.
I love our area.
Yeah. Love the boys, love the area. Even the people in there, they kind of know who we are. Not Samoan or not Islander, doesn't matter. They kind of know.
Missing the boys hard, but
we've been far away from the boys, so usually we always perform, especially when
they
we
come
rap.
everywhere we perform.
We always rap in front of the boys first, the boys are what makes us rep our set, our crew, HP Boyz. I love to wear that name on my back. I'm proud.
That's mean. That's cool. What's the best thing about growing up there?
Probably because all our family's from there. So if you moved out, it's you wouldn't see your family as much. Because the cars just do the rounds, just stop here, stop there. We just pick everyone up on the way to wherever we're going. And
That's mean. So literally, it's like your family house, but everywhere.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay, cool. So when did you guys first start making music, or what was your first experience with music, I suppose?
Well, for a long time, the boys know. For a long time, I was in love with singing, reggae music and that. I play guitar. I play a lot of instruments. I love that side of music as well. But the rapping, these guys showed me the rapping side. Showed me a different side where you can express in a different way. Plus, because we all hang out together and you kind of rap about what you guys do together as a friend, as your boys and that. So reggae has a massive impact. I still think that's helped me out in my rapping music now.
I started off in a band, and then it was alright. It was for oldies, our parents and stuff. It's not my kind of crowd, to be honest, but
what music were you guys making?
Reggae, Bob Jam, Samoan music, and then I just kind of moved on. I wanted something. I saw a better crowd when I was rapping, when I had the first stage performance with the lads. Ever since then, just wanted to keep doing what I like seeing,
Yeah. What was the biggest difference, do you reckon, between singing
Probably
and...
the crowd. Crowd's like more old people and that. Like, I wanted to like kind of relate to all the youngins and stuff, like to all the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different vibe, eh?
Yeah.
When you're... Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And how about you?
Well, I think obviously all of us always had music instilled in us from a young age, but what made me want to start rapping was Kendrick Lamar's album Good Kid, Mad City. That's what made me want to write. And then I started from there. I think I was like 15, 14 when it came out. 14?
Well, when I met these guys, I've already known these guys, but when they first rapped to me, it was about like 3-4 years ago, four years ago, and there's something different, you know, like, because I haven't seen them in a long time, kind of, and I moved to the area and like finally caught up with these guys. So, yeah, man, the rapping, these guys inspired me to rap. I can't say another rapper helped me start my rap career, because I watched these guys rap first. I was into reggae music, you know, so these guys, I want to say another rapper inspired me, but my own Boyz. So, I mean, everyone thinks that we just came out with music this year. I know we just came out this year, but we've been rapping for years together as a crew.
Like they think, everyone thinks we started at Blueprint, but it was like, there's like 4 songs before that.
Yeah, it was like,
That was like,
Blueprint was written like a long
we wanted
time
to
ago.
release it, but it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, we just kept saying, like, every year we're like, oh, should we do it? And then we didn't do it. Like, we said it for like 3 years in a row, like I said it. And then, I don't know, we just...
But we're glad we didn't release those songs. It's like,
Like, it's just, like, we can see, like, how much work and effort we've put in without putting any songs in, just by us listening to all our old stuff when we thought, like, you know,
all that old stuff's locked away,
Yeah,
never
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out.
I mean, because no one really knows that we don't even have a real studio at home. We're recording out of garage.
Yes.
So all 3 of our songs are out of garage, and like we're not signed to anyone, so we just clap ourselves, you know. Like no label are telling us congratulations or anything, but we know we put in the work. We can see it already, so it's good times from now, I reckon. Yeah.
Shucks.
Even our producers and who records us,
Yeah.
it's his Moyes' brother. And he makes the beats and stuff like that.
And it's
Shout out to Dylan.
And shout out to
Yeah,
old
and
mate
Dylan.
Daz, and shout out to HP area.
Yeah.
We love you, we miss you too. So that's my older brother HBO, and old mate Daz is one of the other boys' cousins.
That's 2 of the boys. So they started producing music from Blueprint. Blueprint was their first song as well.
Yeah. They've always been into making beats and that,
Yeah.
but when we decided like we wanted to go serious,
Because we didn't trust anyone. That's all.
we couldn't ask anyone to record our stuff except for our own boys. So even our manager,
Our manager's
he's like another cousin.
hoodlum.
Another cousin, he's a day one boy too. Like strictly, we try and keep it between our crew.
Keep it in-house.
Yeah, in-house kind of
No one
thing.
from the outside.
No one else
Don't let
come
anyone
try and
from
put
the
their
outside.
hands in our stuff.
Damn. Is there a reason for that?
Some wise people giving us some. We're lucky to receive some advice from.
I mean, for a long time,
some
like
smart
even
people.
like during the years, like we repped HP as a crew, and like obviously some certain people didn't like that certain image, like especially because of Pacific.
Because I swear we're this close to signing the
Yeah.
paper a few times.
Yeah, and like but I'm happy that we've
Yeah.
gone independent because we've seen a lot, we've learnt a lot. Even in the short amount of time that we've just released our music, like we've learnt a lot as well. So we're just grateful to come across certain different people, like good or not good, to listen either way. So
Even though we're independent, there's been heaps of people who's helped us.
yeah, heaps of people have helped
Giving
us.
us advice. We've just got a little bit from everyone. So.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans. And that.
Yeah, for the fans,
So-
everyone, especially, I think Auckland's our biggest fan base city.
Yeah.
So
There's like a group of people in like the Australian scene just helping everyone, giving everyone advice and stuff.
so yeah,
Shout out to them.
shout out to everyone who's putting work in the music industry behind the scenes. Yeah, especially for boys like us who kind of don't know what we're doing, but we're still in it.
Yeah.
So like for us, is like one important thing is being honest. I think we've always said that from the start, because that's what I like about our crew. We're honest with each other. We're not trying to put each other down. Just being honest so we can elevate. And at the same time, it's just about majority rules. Like everyone's gonna have a fair say in my crew. It's not one person making a decision. We all have a say in our crew, and we try our best to. Before this, on it, just quit his full-time job. YJ just quit his full-time job. Like Yeah, at the time we were making our
And Blueprint
songs.
came out 7 months ago.
Yeah, well, at the time we were making our songs, the boys were still working a full-time, daytime job, and still trying to come out to studio, trying to put the work in during the week. So like, you know, we at that time we understood that family was a priority, you know, like because you know they will be at home, or they'll be at work all day and then be at studio or not, and it'll be the same thing over. But now we kind of turned this reality, this dream into a reality. So hopefully we can just make music for life, boys. You know,
So,
hopefully we get some proper studio time. Even give back to my brother and old mate Daz, because they've been putting unlimited time for us, and they're young as well. So I don't know. We still don't know what we're doing. We're just going with the flow. Yeah.
I suppose who are some like artists that you guys looked up to growing up, or that have influenced like the beats that you choose, or like the mixes that you make? I guess.
UK like music, yeah.
Yeah, UK grime
That's I think from Blueprint onwards, that's what's been influencing our music.
music.
yeah.
Because before that it was real like Aussie.
It's real Aussie. We had real Aussie kind of rap, but I don't know, we still kind of.
Now it's like Dave, Santan Dave, the one that guy who sings Location.
Skip
They're
that.
just yeah.
Like we like people who like they rap but have a flow, like something they can like.
On a wavy beat.
Yeah,
too.
wavy,
Yeah.
something wavy, like even though you're hearing the words, but you're like getting into it at the same time. Although, especially for engineers, like we were working on Bad and Booge. We already were working on engineers when we dropped the engineers, and we made that song in 2 days. And then like it's just like sometimes it's all about like how we feel in the studio. And when we heard that engineers beat, like we straight away, this guy didn't want to go home. You know, he stayed like all night. Yeah.
I was the only one who didn't like the engineers. I told anyone this day.
Nah, you
I
told
was the
us.
only one who hated engineers. I thought it was a crap song, eh?
Hey, how come?
Because we recorded the whole thing on a different beat. But one of the boys, Gizzo, he requested that we change the beat.
Yeah.
And I was looking at I'm like, no way.
And then
And then
we did it.
we recorded it anyway, and then like, yeah, it was like, even when we shot the clip, I was like driving home, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna bang or what.
But that's always been like our mindset, like, shoot,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, we always worried about what we're going to put out because we don't know how people are going to react.
But then it was #1 trending on YouTube. I was like, oh, yeah, songs alright.
Something like
Something
that.
went right, yeah.
Songs alright.
But, yeah, I think we're heavily influenced by guitar sounds, obviously, because we're Islanders. And, like, you know, like, we attend Sivas, like, you know, little Samoan functions. Like, as an Islander, you just love to move, I guess. Like, you love that beat, rhythm kind of feel. And having the guitar there is just, I mean, if you're in Oz, every person thinks that an Islander knows how to play guitar. They just, that's an automatically think that's what people think of Islanders over there. So, you know, it goes hand in hand. And, I don't know, it's good vibes. Yeah. Like music's always gonna be there, you know, like especially when you find new music, like something that you're not really used to, like. But if you like it, I don't know.
I
Like,
don't know, everything's happened so fast for us,
Yeah.
it's hard to like remember what's even happened, like,
yeah.
yeah.
Because right now, like,
If we're not doing this, then we're doing that, you know, like, we just did 5 shows on the past weekend, and then now we're doing all interviews throughout the week. We'll probably let it sink in when we get home.
I run out of
Just sit in my room, look at the wall for a bit.
Yeah, we're still learning, trying to take all this in, kind of like. This is so new to us. We're so, like, brand new to everything, what's going on. So, I don't know how the music, I don't know how this music makes me feel, to be honest. But I know we're doing something right, so we're right.
I work in a factory, I breaking my back for nothing and like trying to find a way out and stuff, but I finally saw something. Now like music's helped a lot, and just loving it, the passion for music. Yeah.
100. I think music's like, it's always got to be in our lives, no matter where we go. I think we always rely on music and we don't know about it. Like, even when you go to the bus stop, the first thing you think about is like, don't forget your headphones, because like, you know, you're not gonna sit there and like, you're gonna be so bored, you know. So that music thing is just like, and you choose what kind of music you want. You know what I mean? You choose what artists you want to listen to. You choose. Like that's the good thing about music. It's not only just one kind of genre. You know, you could create your own if you wanted to. You know, that's how creative you can get in music. And I think that's the best part about it. Just grabbing something and making something out of it. Like, yeah.
How would you guys describe your music? Because I know on that DNTV interview, you guys described it as tropical drill. Yeah. So would you guys still describe it as that, or?
Like it's not. It is kind of like drill, but it's not drill.
It's drillish, but
drillish.
it's not drill.
Yeah, it's not drill. The reason why we say tropical is we like that sound, the sound of tropical. Like if you just hear that word, it just sounds wavy or funky or something. But you know, our lyrics don't really reflect on our beats. Kind of like I think that's what people get confused on. But I don't know. We like rapping on that kind of beats. You know, makes people feel good, even though they might not agree with some of the things you're saying. But that person might still bob his head. You know what I mean? That's the goal. You know, like he's still gonna bob his head either way. Yeah. I don't know.
And lyrics are definitely Australian influence.
Yeah, Australian. Our lyrics are Aussie influence. Like even we might use like common, like American figures, like you know, or UK figures, but our slang.
Can you explain for the audience what the number 3976 means?
3976 is our postcode, and we call it the 6. Like we call our suburb the 6 because it's the last number, so it's like we just made it short. We just call it the 6.
What are some of the obstacles, I suppose, that you guys have had to go through as a group so far, like some of the bigger ones?
I think because we're a group and we all got families and stuff, and then like just the like time to all get together.
The timing, that's
like,
a massive one.
Before all this, like before all the interviews and all the shows and stuff, like when it wasn't really popping off, to like still find the time to get like come together. Yeah, so before we ever came out with a song, like the 3 years before, because we started like 4 years ago. We'd come together and then like we'd go missing for like 3 months, then come together, go missing for 3 months.
Yeah, but the studio wasn't every single day, and not all the boys could make it every single day, even the producers as well. So, you know, if one was missing, then it was a big. You know, you could tell that it really hurt us if one person was missing, because you know we needed everyone there at every time. Plus, we were working at a garage. Plus, we all moved out like kind of far from each other once upon a time. We were all traveling like half an hour, 45 minutes to see each other. So, I think all those times just all kind of counts now. Like, I'm grateful for those times, even though it was small times that we saw each other, but it all counts. You know? So, we even used to record like. Now we had our first experience at an actual studio this year.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty hectic. We linked up with 1-4. Shout out to the boys from the 2-7. But we linked up with 1-4 and we had our first time experiencing studios, that's a massive eye opener too. So hopefully that drives us and the boys.
They backed us since day one too.
Yeah, 1-4.
Before we ever bring a song out.
Yeah. So 1-4 have helped us a lot along the way. If any other music group in the Oz right now, 1-4 have really given us a hand without asking for anything in return. So we see they have the love for passion for music just like us. So I think we connect heavily in that way.
Why do you think that what you're doing is important for like young Pacific kids?
Because the Aussie scene's always been like white people, and
Not much of us out
Yeah,
there.
it's more of like in Oz it's like I don't know, it's very different. Like
Different lifestyle.
it's different lifestyle. Like you know, like
Real.
we understand that certain like our families moved over to Oz for certain things like you try to bring culture into another country. Like in our household, like in our homes, there might be Fatsa war, but outside of our home, it's different. Like you see a lot of things, and even though your parents are telling you not to do that at home, but these Aussie kids, they're wild. Like they're more wild than us. So and it's kind of like a thing. Like you just want to outdo each other.
and to come from like not even being in the Aussie rap scene to like this year,
Yeah.
like 1-4 and HP, like the two biggest right now from Australia.
Yeah, from
So,
Australia. But like the Aussie rappers, He's introduced me to a lot of them, and like Kid Curve is one massive one I like the most. Like we like Aussies, you know, like because we're Aussies. I think people might think that we don't like Aussies because we're brown and they're white, you know, like that kind of thing. But it's not like that over there. It's like if we like you, we like you.
So, what were the highlights for your performances? Sorry, in New Zealand. What were some of your favorite moments? I just from New Zealand.
Meeting a lot of famous people from down here, like the rugby players. One basketball came. Joseph Parker.
Nelson Solomona came.
It was crazy.
We just met at Radna in Wellington. That was crazy.
I reckon Auckland's got the best fans.
Yeah. Out of all the shows, like, you know,
crowd.
I love NZ and Wellington went off, but Auckland, they sold out.
Because those 3 sold out shows, if they were all in one room, plus everyone else, because the first show sold out in 48 seconds.
Yeah.
And
And that was the
second
Friday
one
night
was
show.
5 minutes. So imagine like how many people were like, you know, were waiting for payday or something.
Plus the best thing was we sold that place 3 times, and every time was like, it wasn't better than the other, but it was the same. They all came 100%, and we felt that. Like, I really felt connected to the crowd, especially in Auckland.
But if they were all in one like building, fuck.
Like we would have loved
But
that.
even though like all three shows were mad,
sold out, it was mad. But next time we come, hopefully we get like a bigger venue,
we'll be able to
so everyone can come and have a good time. But I reckon for the underage in Auckland,
They went off.
underage were the best.
Yeah,
were
they
the
were,
best.
and they had no alcohol, nothing.
Yeah.
But they went off.
Oh, I swear they were drunk.
But yeah, the underage kids, they were wild. Yeah, they were rowdy bunch. I like them. Yeah.
Is your culture or is being a Samoan important to you and important to your music, and why?
It's definitely important to our music because
Yeah.
we're from Australia, but we're full Samoans, you know, and like someone wouldn't look at us as an Australian, like they look at the colour of my skin and like obviously I'm Samoan, and especially we're proud because like it's such a small country, like you can't even see it like on the map. Oh, you can see it, but like, you know, compared to other countries, like I swear Tasmania is bigger than Samoa.
Yeah, it's way bigger than Samoa, I reckon. But yeah, being Samoan, of course, is 100% like important. Not only in our music, but in our lifestyle, as who we are. Like, because we're from Australia, but we come to a country like this and like we can connect with another Samoan just because we're Samoans, you know, like that kind of connection. So everywhere we go, like if we ever meet another islander, we have a certain connection just because we know that we come from the same background. So that's like, I really like that, you know, like being a Samoan. And I know there's like heaps of islanders everywhere around the whole world now. I'm pretty sure there's like more Samoans living outside of Samoa than there is living in Samoa. So
Yeah, I think the stats are like, yeah.
it's out the roof. So.
How we connect with each other, our people. It's crazy because we don't live with much fobs in Oz. There's not much. And then when we come here, it's like, it's all packed full of fobs. So it's good to see like our music is doing this to our people, you know? Like,
In a different country.
And most of our supporters are all like our background, all fobs. Like, that's what we're grateful for.
It's, after every show, I swear they all sung that Samoan song.
Samoan song.
Every single one.
But-
Even at Kelston today, we
What
went to
song was
Kelston. Oh, I don't even know what it's called.
How's it go?
How's it go?
How's it go?
What? No, too long is it?
It's a sea lover.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That's the farewell song, yeah?
Give us
Is
a
that-
river.
No.
The farewell song.
Yeah, these guys used to be in a band, so those two.
Right.
Nah, but yeah, like stuff like that. Like we can never get something like that in Melbourne. You know what I'm saying? Even when we went to Kelston today, we got a haka, like a ritual haka. Bro, we would never get down Melbourne. So like that was like powerful, like to finally be in front of it, because like you know usually we're on in another country watching it on TV. So like you know, but for us to come here and experience it firsthand, like Kelston went off today. Yeah, they really made us feel welcome back in Auckland. So it was good.
Oh, so you guys had your first show in Chelsea, right? So,
Oh,
what would you say is the biggest difference in like your performance between that show and then like now, or like what's been the biggest like?
I know what you're gonna say. Boys.
We only had one song.
Yeah.
And
We only had one song, and plus all the boys wanted to be on stage.
Yeah.
Like, all our boys.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we weren't angry about that.
yeah.
I mean, like, if anything, we're
But now we have to be
professional, yeah.
Can't have,
and
can't
the
have
boys
50
understand
people
that.
on
Yeah.
stage.
The boys understand that. You
Yeah.
know, like we've spoken to them. Like, you know, we're rapping about our own crew. That's my boys. That we're even talking about them. So, they understand. Plus, we only had one song at that time. We had no stage presence. We had no stage performance. We've never performed as a
Never
group
rehearsed.
before.
We
We
rehearsed
never
like
rehearsed.
50 times now.
Yeah, we never used to do rehearsing. Never used to do any of that. So, all of that's all come after that show, kind of. Yeah. Especially after the Brisbane show, our Brisbane show we did. We really saw that if we're gonna really take this on properly, then we might as well go all the way, 100%. So
I think we are bigger here than this.
yeah, we are way bigger
Yeah.
in Melbourne. I'm not saying that we're not big in
Well,
Melbourne.
for us who's never lived here, like
yeah,
never spent more than a week here ever,
ever in my life. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, not even to spend $1 here yet.
and growing
to
up
come
hating
here.
the All Blacks.
Yeah, because I'm a Wallabies fan, hard.
Yeah, well, we're Wallabies
I'm
hard.
green and gold hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, like, all the banter you hear, like, especially when you're growing up, you know, between Oz and NZ, like, you know, friendly banter. But to finally come over as an Aussie,
Yeah.
you know, like, besides all of us being Samoans, but I came here as an Aussie into another country like this, and to receive unlimited love is crazy. Like, that's the best part about it. Yeah, we came here for business and stuff, but the reaction we get from the people, like, it's crazy. It's hectic.
That's me. Wait, what are your favorite songs so far
Favorite song?
From
from what you guys have released,
I'll say
or even what you guys haven't released?
I'll say Blueprint. I'm always gonna say Blueprint, always.
Yeah.
I like the new one we're working on,
The latest one.
the latest one.
It's coming
Yeah,
out soon.
it's coming out
Everyone
soon.
that came to the New Zealand shows, they got a slip. Or they got
Yeah.
the song performed
They
to them.
were seen it.
Because obviously they sold out all our shows. There's 7 out of 7 shows. This is our first international tour, and all of it got sold out. So we had to perform our new song for them. I don't wanna.
I don't really have one, eh? Yeah, I like all of them.
You know, golden. Except for engineers. Eh?
Now, every time a song comes, I was just going next.
Yeah, every time. But I make one thing.
Because we listen to it like
All the
100
time.
times before it even comes out.
Yeah.
And then another 100 times before we change one bit, 100 times change another bit.
Literally all our songs we've released, like, we've kind of worked on it up to the date. Like, so then we'll finish it and it's done. Like, that's what we're doing. Like, we've never really had set dates, or I don't know. We've never really had a schedule for our music, but because the boys were working before, and now we want to take it full time. So hopefully next year we I don't know, make another EP and tour again. Come back to NZ. Yeah.
That's me. What advice would you guys give to any young aspiring like Pacific kids in Australia or in New Zealand that want to be rappers and that are using like music as a way to like not escape but like get out of their situation? What piece of advice would you give to them?
Go get it.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Find your
All
passion.
those hours writing will pay off.
Pay off.
It doesn't even have to be in music, you know. Like whatever you're passionate about, I guess. Like find your passion, you know. Be patient and love what you do, you know. All at the same time. I think that's my favorite part. I think that's why I like it, because it's my passion, and I love doing what I do. That's the best part about it. So that's for me. Passion, patience, all that.
One advice I would give is to go and get it. Just get out of your comfort zone. I'm still learning, but you know, yeah, just don't give up. Just keep going and we'll get there. We'll get paid off.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.